Okay, guys, hopefully this is a real quick video. As we all have heard, Antonin Scalia passed away. Um, he's one of the better Supreme Court justices, in my opinion, that I think we've had. So, Antonin Scalia, rest in peace. It's a shame that so many progressives like to celebrate his death. That's obvious. But this just goes to show you just how sadistic these people really are. I've said for years as a gun rights advocate that these people are very sadistic when it comes to speaking to us. These people are very hateful. Their reasons for wanting to ban firearms aren't the most noble intentions at all. And when you look at the way they talk about Antonin Scalia, that should be apparent to you guys. Those of you who don't know, I was never a big fan of Ted Kennedy at all. But when he passed away, I never celebrated his death. I didn't have much love for the guy, but I never came out on social media and started saying joy to the world or anything like that. Or, hell got a little bit fuller, some of the tweets I've seen. So, that should give you a mindset. But Antonin Scalia, again, rest in peace. My thoughts are with you and your family on this one. The next move I want to talk about is the idea that our current President of the United States wants to immediately replace Scalia. Now, historically, in these situations so close to elections, the presidents of the past have always deferred this to the next president for very good reasons. One, you can't make a decision on the fly like this to replace a Supreme Court justice. Supreme Court justice is a very powerful position. It's a life appointment. And you're entrusting somebody in a very powerful position. You can't pick somebody who's going to be a hothead, or you can't pick somebody who's going to rush to judgment. You've got to pick somebody, regardless of political affiliation, who's going to actually look at what the law says, look what the Constitution says, and look at other Supreme Court precedences and make a fair and just decision in cases brought before them. So, picking one on the fly is incredibly foolhardy. Not that this current administration cares, I don't believe. In fact, Hillary came out and made the statement it was a dishonor not to do it right away. No, Hillary, the real dishonor is you. And I'm still shocked how you're not behind bars, given some of the things you've done. So, it looks like, from my perspective, that it's going to be on the Republicans in the Senate to do the right thing and stand their ground and block whatever nomination the current POTUS wants to make. Because it sounds like he does not care about common practices. It sounds like he doesn't care about the spirit of the Constitution. And guys, if that wasn't obvious to you from 2008, And I mean, you just haven't been paying attention. When somebody says they want to fundamentally transform the nation, they obviously don't have the nation's constitution in mind, and they obviously don't have the spirit of the nation in mind when they say they want to fundamentally transform it. Now, for those of you who know my sentiments, I'm very much so a libertarian. You know, I'm not a fan of the Patriot Act at all. In fact, I think it, needed to be scrapped. It should never have been law. Definitely not a fan of Obamacare. I mean, I'm not a fan of gun control. I would like to see a lot of these social programs, basically government-run programs, nanny state programs, go away. I'd love to see the federal ban on marijuana go away because it's not constitutional by any means. But the fact of the matter is, guys, is that let's be honest with ourselves. Libertarians haven't been winning left and right in elections. And right now, from my perspective, it seems like the Democrats have been on a power. But in fact, you really cannot deny that with the last 8 years of Democrats, there seems to have been a lot of power plays that they've been making. This isn't the party that cares about the people. This isn't the party that wants to do good things. This is a party that right now is hell-bent on gaining power. Now, the Republicans haven't always been the best in the past either. But I think right now, our best bet is with the Republicans. Not only during the election season, but we need to be on their asses afterwards too. We need to be constantly engaged. Hey, what are you doing to fix this? What are you doing to fix that? What are you doing to repeal this junk? This is a bad law. What are you doing to repeal it? So, my hope with this is that those who are watching, I hope y'all can keep Antonin Scalia's and his family in your thoughts, and if you're religious, prayers as well. And for those of you who do celebrate his death right now, well, that speaks more volumes on your character than it does on his. Y'all take her easy out there.